Good morning. Welcome back to Soul. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if this is your first time joining me, I appreciate you making time to be with me on a Tuesday morning or whatever time of day you're listening to this. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to become distracted and disconnected, even if you are physically present with others. However, meaningful relationships are built on intentional interactions that show respect and genuine interest. So today, I want to quickly talk about something that is small but really life-changing when it comes to how we interact with our loved ones. Put your phone down. I don't mean always, but during meals with family or when catching up with a friend, make it a point to be the person that puts their phone down and gives their entire attention to the person or people that they're with. By doing this, we show that we value their company and are fully present in the moment. This small and simple act of mindfulness communicates that we care about what they have to say and that their presence is more important than any notification on our screens. Let's go back to that family dinner. Now, first, when I say family, that'll look different for everyone. It could be a meal with your parents, with your closest friends, with a grandparent, a best friend, anybody that you consider family. If everyone is focused on their devices, it creates a barrier to meaningful conversation and bonding. Instead, by setting phones aside, you open up the space for deeper discussions, laughter, shared experiences. This not only strengthens ties, but it also creates lasting memories. It is also possible that throughout this interaction, you realize that you actually don't have much to say to each other, which will prompt you to have to find things to talk about. You'll have to be intentional. Intentional communication also means actively listening and being present in conversations. Rather than thinking about what you'll say next or being distracted by external factors, maybe with the exception of a cute dog or baby passing by, focus on truly hearing the other person. Acknowledge their feelings, ask thoughtful questions, and provide supportive feedback if it's required. This engagement will make others feel understood and valued. One thing I'm waiting to get asked is, but what if I need to show something on my phone? Yeah, do it. I can't count the amounts of times I've had to Google something with a friend to prove them wrong on something. It didn't always end up that way, sadly. But I also very often speak of a random meme that I remember in a moment. Sometimes, if we're at home, it's a good opportunity to pull out the phone and show it. But other times, if it's a loud restaurant, for example, maybe it's better to save it for later. And also, let's not be the person who's playing music out loud at that restaurant. And you can share it later or show it later when it's a more convenient time. Respect in communication also involves recognizing and honoring boundaries. For example, if a friend shares something personal, respect their vulnerability by keeping it confidential and responding with empathy. Or if a family member needs to discuss a sensitive issue, approach that conversation with an open mind and a non-judgmental attitude. By prioritizing intentional connection and communication, you'll find that you're enriching your relationships and building a supportive network of trust and respect. This mindful approach will not only improve our interactions, but it will also contribute to our well-being and our happiness. So, food for thought for this week. Let's make a conscious effort to be present, to listen actively, and respect the people we care about. A quick note here, of course, if you are expecting an important notification from someone, that's absolutely fine. When you put your phone on Do Not Disturb or you mute it, you can, of course, make exceptions for important people. Maybe it's your wife who needs something on the way home. Maybe it's a parent or a best friend or someone you know is about to come out of surgery, someone who's having a baby. The most important thing is to really be intentional about how we're doing this. By doing that, we create deeper, more meaningful connections that enrich not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. Remember, the quality of our relationships is a reflection of the effort and respect that we put into them. There'll be more on this next week, but in the meantime, step by step, day by day, Have a great day and week ahead, and I will see you next week on Soul.